Welcome, Joy and Jerry Richardson to Parties Extra. I'm Helen Ford Wallace, and we are at the Oklahoman's Video Studio to talk about the Oklahoma City Festival of the Arts, which starts this week. Welcome, you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joy, you're the featured artist this year, and your painting present is on all the posters, all the whatever else.
Buttons, I think you can have it pressed on a t-shirt. Promotional materials had this picture on it too.
Really? Well, tell us about the picture.
Well, when Molly McBride and Paul Tyler came to me.
And they're the chairman.
And they are the chairman this year. And they came to me and asked if I would be festival artist, which was thrilling. This is my 10th year in it, and I'm just thrilled to death to be doing this. And I said, what is your vision for what's going on with the festival? And so they conferred, and they said, well, we see it as spring, awakening, bright colors, nothing terribly muted, and nothing that really, since you're an abstract artist, nothing that really looks like anything but gives the feeling of festival. So that was my task. That's what that is.
You did it. Well, you really did it. Where's the original painting?
I think it's in the Allied Arts office. I believe that's where they have it under lock and key, I'm sure. No, I don't have it.
But I thought maybe they'd have it at your booth. Or
no, I don't think so.
And where is your booth?
Oh, I am 13A. I'm in the shadow of the Civic Center Music Hall, just a red tent right in front of it.
Oh, how cool is that? And you have, how many paintings do you have?
Well, I put as many as I can in, and yet it would be bad decorating if this were a home because they're all squished together, so you can have as many as you can fit on there. But I usually have 125 paintings ready to go, and then as something sells, hopefully, then I put something in its place.
Or you can go home and paint a few more.
Oh, yeah, in my spare time.
Well, I remember when you picked up the brush and you just went to painting. Jerry, do you paint?
No, but I put the wires in the back.
Oh, so
I'm very good at that.
Yes, he is.
And I carry them.
Oh, the paintings.
And I load the car and unload the car.
Oh my gosh, what a great help. And you all have been you're getting ready to have an anniversary. So you are a good help to her. Oh, she's been a good help to you. So
absolutely,
through the years.
He's the best encourager in the world.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of what she's done.
I'm proud of it too. I am thrilled. I am. How many years have you been married, Jerry?
55 years in May.
That is amazing.
Isn't it though?
Good for you.
You've known me a long time, Helen. You're amazed that he's kept me this long.
No, I'm not.
Well, people tell me I'm a saint to put up with her all these years.
Well, when does everything start at the festival?
Okay, Tuesday morning.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. The people who are big donors and have agreed, as I understand it, to spend a certain amount at the festival, get an early preview of everything. So they come around with a notebook and a helper, and they have coffee and breakfast and all that, and they get to see everything first, and they then, if they find something they like, they get to buy it before anyone else has a chance.
Did they get one of your posters?
I think they all get one of those. I think those were delivered to them already. And then the festival officially opens at 11 tomorrow, and every day runs from 11 a.m. till 9 at night.
Very cool. Well, so you're having good weather this week?
It looks fabulous. It looks fabulous, and if it's not, what can I say?
Well, I haven't heard rain. Have you?
I haven't heard sleet or snow, which are the enemies of the arts festival, and we've certainly had that many a time. But it looks like a really.
Have you been in the sleet and the snow?
I've been in sleet and snow.
And tornado, I think.
Oh, tornado once we had to run. That I've had rain. I've had wind to the extent that a painting flew up and nearly hit a person in the booth. Thank heaven they were okay. I've been through everything you can go through in Oklahoma, but you know, we make it through, and we don't ever close down.
What's new this year, you all?
Well, I know one thing that's new. The tents for the food booths.
Food tents are new.
They were given a grant, and they have new tents for the food booths, and I know they're excited about them, and I haven't seen them yet. But the art is always new. You never know what's going to be there. In that they take 144 artists only, which makes this a unique festival, and there are 400 or 500 people always that apply, and so the judging committees from all over the country, they don't know any of the artists, and they go from these very professional slides and choose a mix of so many potters and so many sculptors and oil painters, et cetera, et cetera. And so you don't know what's going to show up.
So 144 visual artists, 20 food vendors, and 150 performing artists. Is what I read on the Arts Festival website.
Okay, you would know then.
So I think that's really cool. So you have a lot going on.
So 750,000 people come through. That's amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
One of the largest in the country.
That is, and you may have more this year. You know,
with pretty weather, I think you're right.
So speaking of the food tents, what's your favorite food at the festival?
What's yours, Jerry?
Strawberries Newport.
Strawberries
Still
Newport?
That's from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been there every year.
And I love the Indian tacos.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
you have them for lunch every day?
Well, you realize I'm down here from 11 to 9, so I get at least 2 meals a day for the week. So I get to taste everything.
Oh, so you don't eat the same thing?
Fried pickles aren't bad.
Oh, those are pretty good.
Those are good.
Yes.
And you have to be in your booth the whole time?
Have to what?
Be in your booth?
Yes. I'm allowed to go to the restroom, thank goodness. And I can take maybe a 15-minute break a couple times a day, but I very seldom do, because the whole idea is to meet people, see them, show them your art, talk with them, and so I minimize that. And Jerry will go and get me food, and I'll sit there and
The gopher.
Well, how nice. I thought maybe you sat there while she took the day off sometime.
No, she has to be there, and and if she's not there, if I'm not there, then they'll have these angels. They'll come in and sit there for a few minutes.
We have wonderful volunteers. They are so sweet, and they come around and offer you, they try to keep you hydrated. They offer you water, coffee, Coke, hot chocolate, whatever, and so you do have certainly enough help.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about you, Joy. How did you get started painting?
Well, I've always painted. When I was in college, I was a fashion arts major and a journalism minor. And in taking fashion arts, I had to take a fine arts course. And I absolutely hated it. I was miserable at it. I didn't do that well at all. So I thought, I guess I'm not an artist. So life goes on, 3 children, raising them, doing art projects with them. And then after they were all out of the house, my daughter said, "Mom, I have a big wall and no money. Would you paint me something?" And that was 20-some years ago, and I said, absolutely. And I started painting, and then all of a sudden I went, oh, this is fun. Because I was painting what I wanted to paint, not what
somebody was telling you to paint.
Exactly, Helen. And so I thought, this is really fun. So I started painting, and Jerry looked at me and said, "Honey, this is fine, but what are you going to do with this?"
Put them all over your walls at home.
Yeah, and then you run out of space.
Great museum in our house for paintings.
That's awesome.
And so I then decided I better set some goals, and I started showing in some of the local restaurants, and that was received well. I was really grateful for that. And then I set a goal to get in the Arts Festival. And first year they ignored me. Second year, I think I was in the bottom of the waiting list. And the third year, I moved up and I got in. And I've been fortunate enough to be in ever since.
So about how many paintings do you create a week
or
a day?
My goodness. You know, if it so varies. It depends, like your life has different things, and if I have a luncheon or something to go to, I know I've got to quit so I can get the paint from under my nails and off the end of my nose so I can go. So maybe that day I only get a little painting in. And sometimes there are 3 days in a row that I can't possibly, but when I have like a stretch of 3 days that I know I can paint, I am absolute heaven. Absolute heaven.
I know I wish we could have more of an example than this, because all your paintings are so happy. That every one of them are. They are happy. And you paint big ones and little ones?
Yeah.
What all?
Well, I love big because you have a canvas the size of a wall, and you look at it and you think, I can do anything I want in what can come out of that, and you start playing with it and you're just amazed. The process is creative for a reason. You're actually creating something out of an absolute pristine space, and that's the most fun to me, to just be able to just work all over it. But if you do that and it's too interesting, too many places, then it's splotchy. So you've kind of got to create a balance.
Pull it together.
Yeah, exactly, and have a balance that's pleasing without being too busy.
And Jerry, you said you look and see what you see in there.
Oh, every time I see one, I think I see something in it, even though
it might not be there, but
and she names them she doesn't name them a specific name, as though you would think that, like sunset, you wouldn't think that.
But you could see a sunset.
But you could, but she would name it. She would name it something like Deuteronomy, or not that.
You just execute color beautifully.
Thank you. I love color more than anything. Color just drives me. I dream in color. I think in color.
You dress in color.
Well, as you know, my house is colorful. I just love color. I mean, I'm just absolutely mad about it. So, and a lot of colors shouldn't go together. I mean, on the color wheel you can look at all that, but then I look at what God does with flowers, and He'll put flowers that probably shouldn't, those colors shouldn't go together, and they're absolutely magnificent. So I just play with it until I get something that pleases me and makes me happy.
Well, you do a good job. Well, you're very creative, and you write too. You're still writing for Friday.
Yes, I am.
Wonderful column. Everybody reads it and keeps us all apprised of what's going on. That's
in a
for
silly
sure.
way.
No,
been doing that for 27 years.
Is that right? And how long painting?
About 20-some. Yeah.
And how long in the Arts Festival? 10 years?
This is my 10th year in the Arts Festival. Right.
So you'll be in your booth all week.
Yep.
So people can go by and
meet
you, and
I'd love to meet them. Absolutely.
See all your artwork. And do you go to all the kickoff events too?
No, not really. Well, we're part of the Allied Arts group, so I mean, a Circle Club. So we back Allied Arts, and any time we can. We think it's wonderful. And while I'm talking about the festival, I want people to be sure to know the Angels and Friends party.
When's it coming up?
It's Wednesday night, and people don't want to miss it. They're doing a raffle this year of some 3 really nice items, including one of my paintings.
And you can come meet the artist.
Absolutely.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you, Helen.
Okay. Anything else, Jerry, you want to say about Joy's artwork?
No, I'm just so proud of what she's done. I mean, almost since I'm retired, I feel almost like a kept man. And I love it.
It's fair.
And I keep thinking you're going to pick up the brush one of these days too.
Oh, I've never had any desire to do that, but I sure can do the wires.
You have a very creative family yourself. Your father, bronze.
He did bronzes, yes. Or well, not so much bronze, but metal work.
Metal figures, I guess.
Yes, he does. Yes.
His dad did beautiful things. We have a huge coffee table Jerry does in his office that he'd done the base for. That's just ethereal. It's fabulous.
And your mother is very creative too, and she is now 104, going strong.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Moselle Richardson.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, just as sharp as she can be.
That's awesome. Okay. Anything else about your paintings, Joy?
No, I just hope everybody will come out, and if they don't like abstract art, that's perfectly fine. You'll see realism, you'll see wonderful pottery and sculpture.
Jewelry, beautiful jewelry.
Jewelry, yes, and watercolors and oil paintings.
And cloth products too.
Cloth products, that's true, that's true. And food, and I hope they'll come out and experience the whole thing because it's such fun. It's
every
all
day.
Upbeat.
Every day they need to come every day.
And a lot of performing artists out there.
150. I thought that was
Well,
a large
Linda
number.
Tarpley's dance group is there, and other bands come up. It's just dynamite.
Just a wonderful week.
Yes,
well,
absolutely.
Many thanks for taking time out for an interview with us. I know everyone will enjoy your wonderful featured art piece called Present at the Oklahoma City Arts Festival. Have a wonderful week, you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you.